I'll keep it up.
Honorable Member of Parliament and my distinguished friend. This is my aunt. One by one. One by one. Excuse me.
People, let's listen.
By name and where they stay. Depends on her friends. Fiona, this information was given to the court when the accused was in court. I'm not even doing something terrible. All the information was given when the accused was in court.
So read it again and she says yes, it is true.
Madam Surety, let's see.
These ladies live in Kampala. This is Rufatu. She has been a member of Parliament for a long time.
Where does she stay? Please, people.
Your Honor. Your Honor. Your Honor. To be honest, these days I even forget my children's name. Because of that age. So these names have been given, the homes have been given. I don't know why she's doubting the people. What is the idea behind? Hey, but where they stand, this is my aunt, Honorable Namu Kazora. This is my dear friend, Sima Kuagara. A pro bono, biti otoro.
Do you know where they stay?
In their homes.
And up to now, he has not yet arrived.
Hey, go to back. Mushabe. Go to back to Mushabe, yes. That one will come from far. He's like my nephew. He's like whatever.
Fiona, I would like to inform the accused that we are here courteous. She should also be courteous since we are in court. I respect her as my elder, but she should also be courteous.
Today you're in our house, you know the work you're doing. Share the phone advantages, disadvantages, risks. At least for today, just look at us as Ugandans who are also doing their job. We can judge us later. Okay? So let us see each other the respect and allow
Our
our
prosecution entirely relies on the Constitution, bail guidelines, agriculture, practice directions of 2022. And we are entirely going to base on it in our response. To this bail application. Paragraph 3 of this constitutional guideline sets out the objectives of bail. Number 1, in our consideration, to promote the balancing of rights of the accused person with those of public interest, and the rights of the complainant. Number 2, to facilitate effective supervision of the person granted bail before court. Number 3, to ensure that the applicant attends their trial. And to also ensure that the rights of the applicant and the interests of justice are also met. I'll go to paragraph 13, 12 and 13 of the Constitution Bail Guidelines. Shall contain the particulars of the applicant. And we were guided that a copy of their national ID or passports must be, because the wording is shall, be also accompanied with the said application. I agree. The letter of an LC letter is the second requirement. The LC letter has been provided to this court before this court as a requirement under the contents of the bail application. Such documents, Your Honor, as to, that means she does not have an express of verbally. And yet, it is among the requirements
To be
here
gated.
that for the applicant to be granted bail, she must prove to this court that she has where to stay, where we can find her if we need her. So I don't know, Your Honor, what we should do. Where is she going to stay if she feels that her home is not secure for her to stay in? And if she fears that her life is in danger because of the state, then probably where she is, she's feeling better or safer.
Wasoma.
So, as for this proof of fixed place of abode, which the applicant has to prove to this court, I don't know what we are going to do in this circumstance. Another condition which has to be satisfied in this court are the sureties of the accused person, of the applicant. The sureties who have a duty to produce this person in court, to explain to court whether this person is okay. If she has refused, they drag her here so that she can attend her trial as per the objectives of the person applying for bail. As much as the applicant tried to identify her sureties, I wanted to know if these people are truly her friends. Does she even know where they stay? If that one of them can stay with her, but she appeared to be very disrespectful, saying they stay in their homes. Now I'm stranded, I don't know what to do. Probably I would have agreed that maybe she stays with one of the children. But her response was so rude and unbecoming. I don't know whether even the applicant knows where the sureties stay. It was very important for me and to be satisfied with the satisfaction of court that the applicant knows her sureties and where they stay, and if he knows her sureties. And lastly, some of these sureties have not been truthful. I don't know whether they were not truthful to their lawyers, or that the information they actually gave the lawyers was untruthful. I'll go to Honorable Bruce Hill. Yes. When we are looking at applications of bail, we want to trust the sureties because we entrust them with a mandate to produce the applicant in the court. But when a surety gives false information, then we don't know what to do. The surety gave us a number that she uses, which is 072706. I asked for 1 hour to verify whether this number is registered in the names of the surety. And what I found out is that this number is registered in a person called Sarah Namusu. Yet the surety here is called Lucy. Yet the accused is saying this is my friend. Now, if I'm looking for the accused and I want to trace the surety, I have a phone number in the names of Sarah Namusu. What am I doing? This creates fear that the applicant's surety is not being truthful. And it creates fear that this person may cover up even for the actions of the accused, whether she's going to go or she's going to come back. We don't know. And such reasonable doubt is so unsettling. Another issue about Madame Lucy Akeli. She has duties as an MP in Amuru district.
So,
my problem is, the accused is a resident of Luzira. That is if she's going to stay in Luzira here. How is she going to command this lady to come back?
which law says the surety?
When she's busy in the habitates in Amuru district there, She gives us a wrong number. Outside the security system. It is so disturbing.
This is my data. This is text. You buy data first.
And then I also have a problem with this.
Text.
It's called, he was not identified by the applicant, the false surety. This surety, yes, if we go by his letter, I hope the letter is okay. Back Wilson. They say he's a lawyer. Yes. He said he's a lecturer, a lawyer. But this surety also is not truthful, Your Honor. This surety gave us a number of 075000737. This number is also in the name of the woman. Yet he's a man. Yeah, that is why I want to see he's a man actually. But this is, the name is Ashemeri. Agnes. So, how are we going to find the applicants through the sureties when the sureties are giving us wrong information? When I go to the medical reports, yes, police form 20, she vehemently said, I have never been examined. In her own words, Your Honor, I'm not even putting words around. I have never been medically examined. Yet, according to me, a police form 24 is a document filled by a police surgeon who is a doctor, who has fully examined the applicant. But she stood here in her own words and claimed for her that doctor just wrote her own things, for her she has never been examined. Now, I find it peculiar for my learned friends to hold this document in high esteem and say for us, we are relying on this document, our client is unwell. Yet the client said, we have never been examined. Now, Your Honor, I'm in a dilemma. I don't know. Most of the times when an active person stands up and objects to this document, the court gives an order for an independent examination. They denied the document in court. Your Honor, I feel that point in being unwell and terribly sick, don't know how they are. I have studied the character of the applicant. From the time she came to court up to now, Your Honor, when I examined her in a friendly way, and her response, we fear that she may continue using words which may amount to committing offenses. And you know, this is among the conditions. This is among the conditions which court has to look at carefully under the bail guidelines. The likeliness of the applicant to commit an offense while on bail. Their character has to be put in play, the way they present themselves. Are they being courteous? Are they being adamant? That was my observation.
I've been looking for all of you and
However, if this court is inclined to grant bail to the applicant, we humbly pray that the applicant, surrenders his passport to the court. As one way of ensuring that she will not run away from us, because she said she's already on the run. Maybe the passport, if it is handed over to her, she will not run away. And I will also pray for an order refraining the accused, stop the applicant from using such words the state may consider committing crimes. This she should refrain. I'm not saying she should not do, but in my prayer it is for her to be refrained from committing further crimes. What will amount to committing a crime which is as similar as this crime we have here? Thirdly, Your Honor, we pray for other reasonable terms, Your Honor, that you will consider fit. That will also ensure that the applicant comes back to court for her trial. So I should.
I'll submit. It's not a requirement under guideline 15. It's not a requirement. But the applicant has to know, it's even unreasonable, but the applicant has to know the current residences of the sureties. Your Honor, and submit still on the sureties that under guideline 15 still, the sureties are presented to the court. It is the court to determine suitability. They are not sureties for the state or for the defense. For brevity, regulation of guideline 15 provides that when considering the suitability of a surety, the court shall consider the following factors. Paragraph A, the age, the work and residence, the antecedents, the relationship, and any other factor as the court may deem fit. To submit that the submission of the state was wayward is not within the requirements. I've had some misconceptions here from the state. First, on the issues she raised on character, the presumption of innocence should prevail under Article 23 of the Constitution. Finally, on the numbers, telephone contacts, which state used to try and undermine the character of the sureties. I repeat, the Honorable Lucy Kelo's telephone contact was misrecorded. It is not 075, Your Honor, you find. It is 0772 576 006. Seven 57, yes, and it is in her name. It's not 75 as the state submitted. And on her place of residence, first, her workplace at Parliament is within jurisdiction. Secondly, her residence on record is SETA. State needs to revisit that record. It is SETA. Your Honor, on Godba Mushabe, happy with your kindness to have readmitted him. His telephone number again. Your Honor, the state has stated it in its own charge sheet that it knows where the applicant resides. And that, coupled with the issue of the medical document of the state, I submit that Section 15 of the Evidence Act on the parole evidence rule should abide. We have something expressed and in writing. We cannot go to the words of the, that is a very cardinal, very elementary under the Evidence Act for the state. So we pray that Section 15 of the Evidence Act answers all this. And to rebut the presentation, we state finally that it is only at the time of her arrest that she was complaining. Actual abduction, it is only that time, but she is a married, responsible citizen with a marital home, which is not yet abandoned. I so submit. We submit, therefore, that you find
okay.
I wanted to ask him where you meant.
She wanted to say something. I think